Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today, we're discussing the Hublot Classic Fusion Ultra-Thin Skeleton Titanium. You can see and you can purchase this 90-hour manual winding, manufacture movement, skeleton dial Hublot Classic Fusion on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full sales listing for this watch with additional accessories included in the sale, high resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this Hublot Classic Fusion Ultra Thin Skeleton Titanium. Now this watch family came out in 2012. The Classic Fusion Ultra Thins with the caliber 1300 base and manufacture ultra thin manual winding caliber. The very first iterations featured this skeletonized treatment. The watch, perhaps more versatile, of greater horological interest, and maybe more appealing to traditional watch guys than any other Hublot references. It cuts a striking figure on a small wrist, as my 16 centimeter circumference wrist appears to be a good match for the watch despite a nominal measurement across the round of the case of 45 millimeters. It certainly doesn't look or feel like a 45 to me. I'm going to try to give you as square a look as I can at the watch. So you can see it actually stays within the bounds of the edge of my wrist, sits incredibly thin at only 8.5 millimeters thick as my calipers read it. And from lug to lug, it's 54 millimeters, but I've never seen 54 where this compact across the wrist. A couple of reasons for it. One, ultra thin in titanium, it weighs almost nothing. Second, you'll note how the lugs themselves do begin to bend down and around the wrist, so even if your wrist is borderline to fit this watch across its span, it's going to appear to duck down around the wrist rather than flaring out stridently. In other words, the proportions work well on a smaller wrist. You'll also note that the watch has a very flexible strap. It is a combination of natural vulcanized rubber and alligator leather. The combination of the two, looking upscale on the top with the rectangular scale and the monotone stitch, and imparting durability on the bottom as the rubber separates the leather from the oils, the moisture, sweat of the wrist. The watch has a twin trigger deployant clasp, so security when closed. You do need to depress the triggers to open it, not friction fit, it can't pop open. You can see the Hublot H logo inscribed into the chassis of the folding clasp, so Hublot, the fashionistas that they are, never miss an opportunity to brand their products. But there's a lot of intelligence to the design of the clasp. As you see, it has a minderless system that tucks excess length underneath the body of the clasp once you have it buckled down, which is why there are no minder loops marring the top side of the strap. Now you'll also note that the watch features a handsome combination of polish and satin finish. You can see the elements that are polished bend light in a handsome fashion, grabbing it and reflecting it, scattering it in every which way. And then you have the satin finish on the top of the bezel as well as the hoods of the lugs, muting the reflection of the light a little bit for contrast. The titanium H-pattern bezel bolts, and then inboard you can see two sapphires. The first is the sapphire that covers the dial. The second is a sapphire that's actually mounted on top of the caliber 1300.4, and that serves as the mounting point for the diamond polished faceted indices, as well as the Hublot logo and the reference ring for the constant seconds at 7 o'clock. It's handsome, and as you can see, the dial is essentially the caliber 1300.4 as it has twin mainspring barrels, fully skeletonized. It helps to create an airy and open aesthetic, and you can even see the escapement beating away at 6 o'clock. You can see the anchor, the pallet stones, and the escape wheel. So you get a lot of the benefits of a display case back without actually having to remove the watch. Now make no mistake, when you do turn to the opposite side, you're rewarded with a handsome caliber that is only 2.9 millimeters thick, features twin mainspring barrels, a 90-hour power reserve, and is designed and crafted entirely by Hublot in-house. An impressive combination of style, wearable ergonomics, and horological fascination. This one has something to appeal to almost anyone. A versatile watch, perhaps not the style, not the profile, not the wrist presence we associate with Hublot. Nevertheless, it does have a sort of intrigue, a je ne sais quoi about it that perhaps defies description for a good reason. It's emotionally appealing, and ultimately that is the measure of a great luxury watch. See it and find out why on our website.